What's that? That's my crest. My Moose Jaws crest. These are a bunch of crests. Here, look. I'll go lengthwise so you can see all the many crests that make up the shit that goes all over my chest, my face, neck, and chest. That's where we shoot Fat Man on Batman, Fireplace, Shecky. Me. Some family pics. Here's a statue of George Carlin, made of bronze by Cleat Shields from Dogma. There's one of Jason Lee from Dogma. Some mantle pictures. Look at me in a Potvin jersey. There's Ben and Matt, Cast Iron Angels from Dogma, Chris Rock. There's Jen from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and Will and Holly bringing up the rear, Young Baby Muse. And this is where we do all that stuff. Now, some people asking, what is this about? What are we looking at all this shit for? Because we got something to share with you today. Something very cool about to happen. You know, in September, we're making a movie called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. And that is a sequel to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Me and Jason Mewes is going to be in it. But, as you know, we've been, for the last few years, I've been in the midst of these Canadian horror movies that nobody but me seems to like. Tusk, which was with Justin Long, the great Michael Parks, who just passed away, about a man who turns another man into a walrus. And then last year we had Yoga Hosers, about two girls from Tusk who work in the convenience store, the A to Z, and they were fighting 1 foot tall Canadian Nazis made of bratwurst called Bratzies. So as promised or threatened, there's another one of these, one last flick that is coming down the pike. And we've been building it for a little while, and it is it's different. The movie's called Moose Jaws. And it's basically Jaws, but with a moose instead of a shark. Andy! Yes, sir. Come on in. Andy here is going to show you. Andy and I have been working on putting this together. You know Andy McElfresh from Education. This way, bitch. I got it. It's all this way. Calm down. So Andy and I worked on Yoga Hosers. Andy's the guy that turned me into the little bratwurst, didn't you, Andy?
I did. That was me.
Take credit for it. A one-man effects department, all by his lonesome. So recently, Andrew and I, you know, come on this side because we're backlit over there. Andrew and I, maybe we'll go. Well, I can't really start this way. I was going to go this way.
Okay.
I like that more, but
I'll try not to look through my bifocal.
Andy and I are putting together the next flick. Moose Jaws with a moose instead of a shark. How we're doing that is there's a guy, this is crazy, there's a guy named Tony, I'll turn this way again. Okay. Tony DeSanto, who plays a pivotal role in my personal life. Tony used to work at MTV a long time ago, back in the day. And I made the MTV shorts. If you've never seen the MTV shorts that we did with Jay and Silent Bob, in 1996 or 97, I think it was, 97. 98, because then we went and shot Dogma. If you ever saw those, like Jay and Silent Bob talking to MTV, that was because Tony DeSanto wanted to do those and greenlit them and stuff like that. Then after that, there was a girl who moved to California, from California to New Jersey, and she needed a job if she was going to stay in New Jersey and have sex with me. And so I called up Tony DeSanto and said, hey, can you get this chick a job at MTV? She's always wanted to work at MTV. Boom, she worked at MTV until she got pregnant with my kid, and then she left MTV. So because of Tony DeSanto, me and Jen got together. If she didn't have a job for her in New York at MTV, I wouldn't have gotten laid. We wouldn't have a kid. We wouldn't be in this mess right now. So Tony plays a pivotal role in my life. Tony's got a company. What's the company called?
Digga, D-I-G-A.
Digga. And Digga is going to go find us the loot to make that next movie. And in order to do that, when one goes out, Tony, he's wired in the world. Tell him about Tony. Give him props.
Well, right now they have shows. You might know Teen Wolf on MTV. They have Scream on MTV. And plus a number of other projects that I'll let Tony speak for himself.
They're busy. They got a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
they're really a successful group. And Tony used to be president of MTV, so that ain't hay.
That ain't hay at all. So Tony heard about this thing that we were doing. We met with him here once, and he's like, "Oh my Lord, I love it." And in order to go out and pitch it, one has to come up with, you don't have to, but a visual aid. Here, you take this and talk right into it.
Sorry, I'll hold this up so I look a little bit better.
There you go. Now you're learning.
You need to, when you're presenting, it's like you're going in, you're in Mad Men, and you're going to do your whole presentation with your slogans and your artwork.
Yes.
So.
What are you telling me? Tell them, motherfucker.
And your artwork. So.
Artwork is the key. That's what we needed from Andy. Andy, let's go investigate this piece of artwork that's sitting right here. Turn the chair around so it's not backlit. So what we see here, let's push it all the way back, is this visual aid. In fact, we don't even need that chair.
The movie is called Brown Paper.
Go step back to the edge of the pool table.
Yes.
Let me turn this. It's too backlit. All right. Andy, this is, don't reveal it yet. In fact, I should reveal it. You take the camera.
This is a P.T. Barnum work in progress.
So this is Moose Jaws, and as you can see, it's on my chest. I'm like Superman for Superman 2. I whip this shit off and throw it at the bad guy. So that's Moose Jaws. But, it's one thing to have that. You want a better visual to bring into an office to say, Moose Jaws, give us money, please. So the good folks at Digga came up with this, and I'm not going to, if you're looking for originality, chill. The movie is called Moose Jaws. But they came up with this poster, and this is what Tony DeSanto is going to go out into the world and raise money for Moose Jaws, which comes after Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. This is the image. Shit, the tape's gone. Here we go. Ready? Oh shit, there's more tape.
Big reveal.
Big reveal. Here we go. And
ooh.
I didn't even see it.
It makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Really?
Yes.
Drink it in.
Yeah.
Give it all of them.
Notice the wheat field in the foreground.
I saw that, man. Now, for those who are like, what? Is that what the movie is? The movie's obviously not a shark, but it's a moose, and it's a moose that is a man-eating moose. So it's just like Jaws, but with a moose instead of a shark, as you can see. So we're going to go out into the world, and this is what Tony will bring in the office with him.
Mm-hmm.
And let me make it stand. I don't want to stand in. Oh, that's right.
We're going to need a bigger combine.
You're going to kill me. I guess I'll just hold it. Moose Jaws, motherfucker. Isn't that amazing? I expect Universal to call us any minute to sue. Obviously, this is not the final artwork for what Moose Jaws will be. There'll be something a little more. But this is just for taking it out into the world. And then I'm framing this fucker. I'm putting it right here in this living room. Are you kidding me? I was born to make this movie. Jaws is the first movie I ever saw. I love fucking Jaws. And Universal will never let me make a Jaws sequel with good reason. Mm-hmm. But they can't fucking stop me from making Moose Jaws. Nobody can and nobody will. From the people who brought you Tusk and Yoga Hosers.
Mm-hmm. It's the third in the True North trilogy.
Third of the True North trilogy. The one that will finally destroy my career. That's what I've been trying to do with these movies. I have a bet going. It's like Don Amici and Ralph Bellamy. And I'm like, I'll bet you $1 I can destroy my career. Didn't work with Tusk. Ain't working with Yoga Hosers, but this don't fucking kill my career. Nothing will. Moose Jaws, folks. A good old fucking time. Jay and Silent Bob are in it as well. It's fun, man. So anyway, we're going out for money today, and this is going to go out to the world, and then it's going to come back here to my house, and I'm going to frame it and hang it up. Even if this movie don't happen, let's be honest, this movie is fucking happening. If I made Tusk happen, I can make this happen.
Yeah.
Like Tusk, I would have to explain to people, like, what is it? I'm like, it's about a guy who turns another guy into a walrus. And they go, oh. And some people will be like, oh. But most people are like, oh. Yoga Hosers was a title you had to explain. People will be like, what's that?
Do you turn a hose on people doing yoga?
Never. That'd be cool. What we do instead is it's about two little girls working at a convenience store in Canada, and they fight 1 foot tall Canadian Nazis made of bratwurst called Bratzies. It's a long explanation. But Moose Jaws, people are like, what are you working on? I'm like, Moose Jaws. Like, what's that? I'm like, it's Jaws and Moose instead of a shark. They go, And either they laugh because they think it's funny, or they laugh because they're like, this fucking idiot's gonna ruin his career. Too late. This is not ruining your career, folks. I'll wear this shit like a sandwich board out on the street. On the other side as well. I've worked a lifetime to get here. And soon it's happening. Moose jaw. There it is. Thanks for hanging with me and Andy. We're gonna go do some shit. You know how to end it? See the end button?
Finish?
Yeah, press the finish.